Hello student. So let's see the scapula. In Ayurveda, scapula that is also called the encephalus. So scapula, it is the large triangular flattened bone which is located into that the upper part of the posterolateral aspect of the thorax. It is also located at the region of the second to seventh rib. Then the scapula, it is highly mobile and consists of the four parts. That is, first it consists of the body and the three processes. The three processes that consist of the spinous process, the acromion process and the coracoid process. So let's see that is the details of the scapula. So here you can see that is the scapula, right side scapula of the anterior aspect, and this is the right side scapula of the posterior aspect. So the scapula, the type of bone, it is the flat bone and it is the thin bone which is placed on the posterolateral aspect of the thoracic cage. The scapula has the two surfaces, three borders, three angles and the three processes. So let's see that is the details of this structure. That means the general features of the scapula. So first let's see that is the surfaces of the scapula. So the scapula has the two surfaces. The anterior surface, it is called the costal surface, and the posterior surface, it is called the dorsal surface. So this one. So the costal surface, this one. The costal surface of the scapula, it is also called the subscapular fossa, and it is concave and directed medially and the forwards. So it is marked by the three longitudinal ridges. So this one, 1, 2 and the 3. Another thick ridge which adjoin the lateral border. So this one. So that is the lateral border, here you can see, and this is the ridge. So this part of the bone, it is almost seen like the rod like, and it is act as a lever for the action of the serratus anterior, which is help for the abduction of the arm. Then the dorsal surface or the posterior surface. So this one. So it gives the attachment of the spine or the spinous process. So here you can see this one. And because of this spine, the dorsal surface, it should be divided into the upper small area, that is called the supraspinatus fossa, and the lower larger area, it is called the infraspinatus fossa. These both two fossae, they should be connected with each other here at the spinoglenoid notch. So here you can see, and this notch, spinoglenoid notch, which is present lateral to the root of the spine. So this one, spinoglenoid notch. Then the borders of the scapula. So scapula have the three border, that is, this is the superior border, then the lateral border and the medial border. So this is the lateral border and this is the medial border. So the superior border. So superior border, it is very much thin and the shorter, and near the root of the coracoid process. So that is the coracoid process. So here the coracoid process, it present a notch that is called the suprascapular notch. So this one. Then the lateral border. So this one. So lateral border, it is very much thick, and the upper end, it present a infraglenoid tubercle. So this one, that is the infraglenoid tubercle. Then the medial border. So this one. So it is very much thin and the longest border, and it extends from the superior angle to that the inferior angle. So here you can see superior angle, this one, and this is the inferior angle. So from this, that is the long and the thin border is present, called the medial border. Then let's see that is the angles of the scapula. So scapula has the three angles. First, that is the superior angle. So here you can see that is the superior angle, this one. So superior angle, it is covered by the trapezius muscle. So here. Then the inferior angle. So this one. So the inferior angle, it is covered by the latissimus dorsi and it moves to forward round the chest when the arm is abducted. Then the lateral angle. So this one. So the lateral angle, or that is also called here that the glenoid cavity is present, so that is also called the glenoid angle. So it is broad and bears the glenoid cavity. So this one. And it is directed forwards laterally and slightly upward direction. So after then, that is the three processes. So there have the three processes, that is the coracoid process, this is the acromion process, and on the posterior side, that is this is the spinous process. So let's see first, that is the spinous process. So spinous process, it is also called the spine of the scapula. So it is the triangular plate of the bone with have the three borders and the two surfaces, and it divides the dorsal surface into that the supraspinatus fossa and the infraspinatus fossa. The posterior border, it is called the crest of the spine. So this one. This is called the crest of the spine. The crest has the upper lip and the lower lip. So this one, it is called the upper lip, and this one, that is called the lower lip. So here you can see that is the lower lip and this is the upper lip. Then the acromion process. So this one. So the acromion has the two borders, that is the medial and the lateral. So this is the lateral border, this one, and this is the medial border. So here you can see that is this is the lateral border and this is the medial border. And it have the two surfaces, that is the superior surface and this is the inferior surface. On the dorsal view you can see this is the superior surface and this is the inferior surface. And it shows the facet on the superior surface, it shows that is facet for the attachment of the clavicle. So here also you can see that is the facet for the attachment of the clavicle. So this one. Then the coracoid process. So the coracoid process, this one, it is called the coracoid process. So it is directed forwards and slightly laterally. So it forward and laterally. So that is the features included into that the scapula. The side determination of the scapula. So that is the lateral angle, or that is called the glenoid angle. It is large and bears that the glenoid cavity. So here you can see that is the glenoid cavity. Then the anterior or the subscapular fossa. So this one, or that is also called the dorsal surface, which is the concave and directed forwards. Then the dorsal surface, here in this diagram you can see that is the dorsal surface, it is convex and divides by that is the two fossae, supraspinatus and the infraspinatus fossa, by the presence of the spine or the spinous process of the scapula. And this dorsal surface, it is convex and directed on the posterior side. Then the lateral border. So this one, lateral border, it is the thickest and runs from the glenoid cavity above to that the inferior angle. So that is the posterior view and that is the anterior view. So this is the lateral border, which is the thickest border, starts from the glenoid cavity to that the inferior border. So this can shows or fixes the side determination of the scapula.